Stop being the player everyone likes. Stop being the player that's just good. There's a massive difference between a talented player and a feared player. One gets compliments, the other gets contracts. If your name isn't whispered in the opponent's locker room before the game, you've already lost. They see you as a problem they can solve. They see you as soft. Today, we're not talking about dribbling. We're talking about the mental switch, the single, irreversible decision that will force your opponents to change their strategy just to deal with you. This is a complete psychological rewiring. It's not for the casual player. If you don't watch this entire video, you will spend the rest of your career being manageable. Let's start the reprogram. The first thing you have to kill is the nice guy mentality. Most players are still operating on a social level. They want approval. They want the ref to like them. They want the opponent to respect them after the whistle. Feared players don't want respect. They demand caution. The identity shift is simple. You are the biggest problem on the field. The zero complacency rule. No handshakes until the whistle. Your opponents are not your friends. Your energy must communicate. I am here to take something from you. You don't shake hands. You don't help them up. Your focus is absolute and hostile. Every 50-50 is a personal insult. A feared player views every loose ball, every aerial duel, as a personal challenge to their dominance. You don't just win the ball, you win the collision. This is the non-negotiable standard. You walk away from the duel, and they are checking to see if they're still standing. Talk to your teammates, not your opponent. All your communication and energy must be directed towards empowering your team, never arguing with or complaining to the opposition. Silence is dominance. Fear is not about shouting. Fear is about predictability. A feared player has a 2-second threat radius around them at all times. Opponents know, if I hold the ball for more than 2 seconds in their vicinity, they will be punished. The 2 pillars of tactical fear. Pillar 1, the immediate interception, anticipation. You must study your opponent's first touch trajectory. Good players react to the pass. Feared players know where the ball is going to be. Watch their hips and chest angle, not their feet. The angle of their hips telegraphs their first touch. If their hips are open, they are setting up a longer pass. If they are tight, they are setting up a quick turn. Drill. Get a coach or friend to ping passes at different angles. You must interrupt the ball before it settles. If it settles, you're too late. You've given them time. Pillar 2. The vertical burst, acceleration. This is the non-negotiable physical component. You must have the speed to close down an elite player in 3 steps. Most players jog into a press. A feared player sprints the last 5 yards. It's a shockwave. The goal is to eliminate their time and their space simultaneously. This rapid closing speed causes them to panic, rush the decision, and turn the ball over. This is how you force a world-class player into a schoolboy mistake. This is where the amateurs quit and the elites dominate. Fear is not only generated by what you do, but by how you look while you're doing it. 3 nonverbal commands. The stare down. Before the play restarts, find the 1 or 2 players on the opposing team you are directly responsible for and hold their gaze for a full 2 seconds. Your eyes should communicate one thing. I see your weakness, and I am waiting. This plants a seed of doubt. The recovery sprint. When the play goes past you, your sprint back must be the fastest action on the field. Why? It shows your opponents that your effort is relentless. It's physically demoralizing for them to see your intensity never drop, even when they've beaten you. It screams, I'm coming back, and I'll get you next time. The unreacted foul. When you get fouled a late tackle, a push, you do not react. You stand up instantly, grab the ball, and are ready for the restart. Show no pain, show no anger. An opponent wants to see your frustration. When you deny them that reaction, they become more frustrated, more desperate, and therefore, more clumsy. Your resilience fuels their chaos. This intensity isn't a game day uniform you put on. It's a standard you live by. Why do some players disappear after one good match? Because they don't have the 72-hour standard. Feared players don't train to be good. They train to be unstoppable. The 3 non-negotiable standards. Physical dominance. You must be the only player who never runs out of gas. That means prioritizing endurance and power over flashy skills. Being fitter than your opponent is the simplest, most unfair advantage you can earn. When they are exhausted at minute 80, your intensity should ramp up. That's psychological warfare based on fitness. The post-game review. Immediately after a game, watch your 5 biggest errors. Not your goals, your errors. A feared player is obsessed with eliminating their liabilities, not celebrating their success. This is a cold, calculated approach to continuous improvement. The no-fluff lifestyle. You cannot be soft in your life and hard on the pitch. You must impose discipline on your diet, your sleep, and your focus. The mental switch is about consistency. You earn the right to be feared during the week, not just on Saturday. Let me be clear. Being feared means you will be called aggressive. You will be called difficult. You will be hated by the opposition fans and probably even some of the players on the opposing team. You must embrace the villain role. Your job is not to be liked. Your job is to win. And winning sometimes means making the game miserable for the person opposite you. The mental switch is accepting that your success requires a level of intensity and aggression that most people find uncomfortable. Stop waiting for your coach to give you permission to be aggressive. Stop waiting for the moment to demand it. You must choose it now. Ask yourself, am I okay with being the enemy? If the answer is yes, then every drill, every sprint, every tackle from now on must be executed with that single-minded, hostile focus. Now you have the mindset, but that mindset requires the right training. My next video breaks down the 5 most efficient solo drills, the exact physical work you need to back up this mental intensity. The link is in the description. If this video forces you to change one thing about your game, drop a feared in the comments below. It's time to stop playing football and start dominating it. I'll see you in the next session.